They're my favorite people. But I just want to say thank you for all that you've done. You've done a lot. When I first went to college, my Uncle Booby and my Aunt Katie made sure that I had a computer. They made sure that I had room and board. Like, so my mother didn't have to do that by herself. So I just want to say thank you for all you've done for me and my brothers and sisters.
Is that it? Okay. We're gonna dance for snap!
Happy birthday, girl.
Well, let's see, I got 2 handkerchiefs. This one Katie gave me, because y'all know Katie. She gotta be formal. This is me, I got a bandana. All right, so I might need both of them. So I want to thank everybody for coming. I don't feel 75, so don't start treating me like I'm 75. Well, I do want to acknowledge my family, and y'all gonna refer to me as Uncle Booby. Well, when I bought a pickup truck, a little Ford Ranger, and I had a sign made on for the back window that said Uncle Booby, and everybody used to ask me about that sign and laugh at it, thinking I was an old homeboy. But you just heard from my nieces and nephews, and you can see why I'm proud to be their uncle.
All right.
My oldest niece, Valerie, and my second oldest, Angie, they're the daughters of my brother, who we just lost a year or so ago. But we still miss him tremendously. But I have those 2 as reminders of him, and I'll always love him. Then I have my sister, Audrey. I don't know what to say. She's a strong woman. She's been a single mom. One of the strongest women I know. A lot of courage. Faces any obstacles, always seen her come out on top. I'm really proud of her. And her kids, Dwight and Alsha, who stole my birthday. I used to get them. And of course, Janae. There are a lot of stories I could tell about Janae, but I won't tell.
You have to wait till it's her birthday.
I love them all, but Janae was had just a little something extra from Janae. And then of course, Kyra, who's Janae's daughter, is a very talented and special young lady. She does perform on stage sometimes. I hope she's still doing it because she was really good. If you ever get a chance to see her, you really need to check her out. Then the special people in my family started with David, my son, his kids, my precious Asia, and my little man, EJ. He not paying attention to me. Asia's special, my first granddaughter, love her.
Love you too.
And then there's Sally, considered a matriarch of the family now since my mother's gone. I'm probably the second oldest person here. I think she's the only one here that's older than me. And Katie and I still take a lot of guidance from her. She got us into the church, kind of turned our lives around a little bit, and we really appreciated her for that. David's wife, Irma. I don't know if you guys have met her. They're right there with the purple shirt on. Yeah, I understand she's responsible for putting this shindig together. Thanks, Irma. And of course, Irma's parents, Jose and Sony, they're from El Salvador. And we're proud to have them as our in-laws. And one thing I want to follow up on is that story that Dwight told about what he did to Jeannie's car. Well, I don't know, there's a couple of things about that story that's kind of funny. One is that Dwight was in a group, and a bunch of us cousins and a few friends went to Myrtle Beach every year to play golf. We must have did it for 5 or 6 years. We were the Myrtle Beach gang, and we just got in. We drove each time, and we all stayed together. And so, you know, when a bunch of guys get together, and you tell old stories about things you did and laugh about each other. But Dwight never once did Dwight mention that story about that car. And Jeannie would be with us, and he never mentioned anything about that car. And I started thinking, now I know I'm getting a little older, and so I'm doing that. Did that really happen? Because nobody ever talks about it. And then I do remember, I had a distinctly remembered that the day he borrowed that car, Jeannie and I went up to the Broiler to get a pizza. And Jeannie had bought this car from the Chevrolet dealer right across the street from the Broiler. So we're sitting there eating pizza. I look out the window and I see this tow truck coming with this green Camaro on it. And I look at Jeannie and I say, man, somebody tore that car up, look just like yours. And Jeannie looked out the old bit up tag, nobody recognized the tag. And that's how he knew that Dwight had destroyed his car. And that was really funny. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming, and I do want to mention my cousin Poochie over there. For y'all who don't know, Poochie's mother and my mother were sisters, and his father and my father were brothers. So we were kind of like bro cousins. We always been really close. So now that I thank everybody here is relative or friend, and I appreciate everybody for coming. Love all of you guys, but I didn't mention the one special person who got me this far. And I know you guys know I'm talking about my wife, Katie. One of the pictures on the slideshow was a picture of my retirement when I retired from work. And I remember I made a comment when I spoke at that retirement ceremony. There was something I said, because a few years prior to that, I had really some serious health problems, and I was in the hospital a lot and had all kinds of surgeries and stuff, and it was kind of touch and go, and I felt like the old Beelzebub, he was pulling on one side of the bed trying to take me one way, and Katie was on the other side pulling back. Said, "Oh no, you ain't getting them yet." And she pulled me through. I give as much credit to her as any of the doctors that did the surgery and everything. More than that was her being there with me every day. Didn't miss a day. This went on for months. And so I always say that my life up to that point, I kind of lived it the way I wanted to, you know, and it was all on me. But after that, what years I've had, I owe to her. So, thank you, Katie.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, that's so cute.
Okay. If anybody doesn't have anything else to say, we're gonna go ahead and play some music so you guys can dance, and then afterwards we'll go ahead and cut the cake. Where do I put this?
Play that AWB.
Oh, yeah. Like the white ones for a while. Like they said,
Close your baby. First time I did it. But no boy. That was so funny that I came out. No boy. Yeah, they go.
World fate.